Just real quick. Okay. All right. Another album review, and this time it's gonna be positive. Let God Sort 'Em Out is my album of the year. I had to wait 9 more days for this album to come out so I could listen to it because I was at camp. It came out when I was 3 days at camp, and it did not disappoint. Let's just go through the track list. The Birds Don't Sing, great opener. I love that's a really good opener. Hearing that song made me think of my favorite album of all time, which is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Great song. Great way to start the album. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 song. Then we go to Chains and Whips featuring Kendrick Lamar. Just pure energy, just nonstop. Kendrick's verse is incredible. It's just, this album is really good. I'm going to be talking about the tracks. Stay to the end. So Chains and Whips featuring Kendrick Lamar is a really good song, but I think this album has better songs. I think it does, because on any other album, Chains and Whips would be the best song. But this has better songs. Next song is POV featuring Tyler, the Creator. Holy fucking voice crack. This is a great song. The beat kind of reminds me, not in a bad way, it just kind of reminds me of Despicable Me. Like, if you know what I'm saying. But it's not mid, as someone said. It's top 10 on the album, and it's probably my 8th favorite song, but it's still really good. Then we go to So Be It. So Be It is genius. The Arabic sample, Pharrell's beat work on this album is really amazing. It's just, like, really good. I enjoy almost every beat because Pharrell is just an amazing producer, and it's been like that for a long time. Then we go to the second single of the album, Ace Trumpets. When I first heard this song, I didn't know about Clipse. I thought it was great. I love Ace Trumpets. The lines are funny. The yellow diamonds look like pee-pee. That's funny. My dad even liked it. And this song got me into Clipse. It made me get this album at the record store. Even though it doesn't have my favorite song on the album on it, it's still a great album. Like, in my opinion, though. So Ace Trumpets, there's all these like rhyme schemes on it, with Pusha T saying E for his rhymes, and Malice saying ah, and they both start off with a funny line. The yellow diamonds look like pee-pee, and Pena la Vodka, starting both of their verses. It's very, very good, very good. Great. This first 5-track run is probably on the level. This might be Glaze, I don't know. It's on the level of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies first 5-track run with Dark Fantasy, Gorgeous, Power, and All of the Lights. Then it goes down, and then it's on the same level as Just So Appalled for Runaway Run. In my opinion, this album reminds me a lot of that, and that's my favorite album of all time. So that's good. Then we move on to one of the weaker tracks. Well, there's not really any weak tracks on this album. This album was a legitimate a 10, in my opinion. I don't know. All Things Considered is good. I just don't really mess with the Pharrell chorus. It's kind of grown on me as I've been listening to these songs over and over again. Oh, I forgot to talk about this, but the Travis Scott diss on So Be It, it's not what made it my favorite song on the album. It's just the beat is so good and infectious. But the Travis Scott diss was kind of weak. Like, it was just saying that he was crying. But I think the interviews Pusha T did after he put out that song made it understand more better. Because this is the story behind it. Is that it was 2023. Travis Scott had his like briefcase, Utopia briefcase, whatever. Went to the Clipse and Pharrell recording session of this album, and played Pusha T Meltdown. and Pusha T said he was doing his stupid fucking monkey dance. And he played the Meltdown, but he left out the Drake verse, which was dissing Pharrell, and Pusha T thought that was very disingenuous and stuff, and that's why he basically called him an attention whore, which is funny, but whatever. All Things Considered, featuring Pharrell Williams and The Dream. I have no idea who The Dream is. I guess I'm just young or whatever. I don't fucking know. Great first 5 tracks. And this album does not decline. It just gets better and better. Then we have Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face. That is a great song. Especially with like the acapella at the beginning. That's very creative. And like, these guys are 50 and 48 years old. They're like the same age as my dad. And they're still making like great like lyrical shit. The Bezos of the nasal, like, oh my god, how the fuck do you think about that? That's so like that's funny. Mike Tyson, Blow to the Face, another great song. Ibida, featuring Pharrell Williams. Ibida is a great song. It's a little short for my liking, but it's still a great song. Like, I've been seeing freestyles for Ibida on my phone and shit, but great song. Then we have FICO, which features Stove God Cooks. I've never heard of Stove God Cooks, but his chorus was really good. I kind of wish he had a verse, because that chorus was very good. That you don't know what I know. That shit, great. Then we have Inglorious Bastards, featuring Abliva. Catch me in the kitchen where the dope is, with an apron that's whiter than the Pope is. That's actually, like, so good. That's, like, I know this is just basically a glazed review. I don't fucking care. I listen to lyrics. I like lyrical shit. That's why I like the new Jid album as much as I do, because it's lyrical. I saw a clip of fucking XQC skipping through. You guys probably heard about this. He was skipping through the Jid album, which is listening to 5 seconds. Like, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. That pissed me off. That made me very angry, if I'm gonna be honest. That made me very angry. But I could. It's not what I'm talking about. I got sidetracked. So, Inglorious Bastards, very, very good. One of my least favorite songs, though. But it's still... Oh, also, the culturally inappropriate tag that they added was great. It's yeah. But, yeah. So Far Ahead, one of the weaker tracks, but it's still not bad. Pharrell's chorus is like, he's getting into some gospel stuff, and that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, that's still a great... None of the songs on this album are below an 8 out of 10. Like, that's genuinely how good I think it is. Then we have the Nas feature song, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Chandeliers. Oh my god, that feature was so good. The, like, beat switch, like the burr, burr, burr. So good. I love that song. It's on my all of these songs are on my playlist. The Let God Sort 'Em Out, Chandeliers, great song. Great song. And especially the feature. The feature doesn't really carry it, but it just elevates it to a different level, if you know what I mean. Then we have the last track on the album, By the Grace of God. By the Grace of God is a great closer. It's a hell of a lot better than whatever the fuck that closer was on Dopamine with Kid Carson. I know I'm shit talking that album. I do not like that album. As you guys probably knew from my review, I don't like it. Better closer than that. So far, this is my album of the year. Even though the Jid album came out and it was great, I'd say the Jid album was a 9 out of 10. But this was my album of the year. It's gonna be like that. I've been listening to Chance the Rapper's new album, and I think it's pretty good, but like, it's not comparing to this shit. This is a straight great album. I'm gonna get into like the meaning behind shit in a little bit. So the first track, The Birds Don't Sing, is talking about how their parents, both of them, died. And it's very like emotional verses and shit. And I just love to see that. Like, no rapper, no rapper, Lil Tecca could not pull off some emotional shit. I know that's not what he's for, but like, I'm just shit talking him. I'm just rage baiting. Like, I'm just shit talking it because I know my friends are gonna see this, and when they hear about me like just shit talking their album that they really like, it'll be fun. They'll be mad. But yeah, Birds Won't Sing, amazing performance. I liked it a lot. It's in my workout playlist. It's not even a workout song, but like the chorus by John Legend. I know people hate on John Legend. I don't know why. He's he's really good at choruses and shit. Chains and Whips, the Kendrick Lamar feature, the whole rhyme scheme, the whole story behind Chains and Whips is that UMG was gonna censor Kendrick Lamar's verse, so they just left UMG and went to Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z's record company. And my theory is this is gonna win Album of the Year, because if you guys remember last year, Jay-Z paid the people to get Cowboy Carter to win. So if he does it with this, I genuinely do not care if it's unfair or whatever, because this is my favorite album this year, probably one of my favorites of all time. So yeah, I think that's gonna happen again. History does repeat itself. But great story. POV. I haven't even talked about the Tyler feature on that. The Tyler feature on that is amazing. Like, he's talking about how he's it's just great. And the Pharrell Williams features are good, I guess. But this album has my most replayed song of the year so far, which is So Be It. And Clipse is probably the most played artist, because this album is something, it's special to me. I love it. I think it's, if I had to rate this album out of 10, I'd give it a light 9 to a strong 10. I know that's the same rating Fantano gave it. I know, I don't fucking care. I actually agree with that. A strong 9, anywhere between a light 9 to a light 9.5 to a strong 10. Anywhere between that. I'll put the letters up and shit. But this is a great album. I think my final thoughts on it, after listening to it a lot, is that it's a light 10. It's a 10. It's best album that came out this year. I know this album's getting glazed. I know there's people saying, oh, people are gonna find out this album is and all that. No, they're not. This album is amazing, and it's my first Clipse album I've ever listened to. I listened to Hell Half No Fury, and I genuinely think this is better. And to return in 15 years for Malice, to start rapping again and sound like he never left, is just very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah, if I had to rate this, strong 9, light 9.5 to a strong 10. Great album. I definitely recommend this. If you haven't listened to it, what the fuck are you doing? Click off this video, listen to it right now. Alright. That was my review of Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clipse and Pharrell Williams. Great album. Amazing album. Career defining. No. Clipse comeback. I hope to see them in concert soon, which I probably am not going to, but I can pray. Good